Hello everyone, and welcome. In today's Connecticut DMV Motorcycle Permit Practice Test Practice Session, we'll go through 200 updated questions designed to help you prepare for the exam. When each question appears, pause the video first. Choose the answer you believe is correct, then comment your answer below before resuming the video to see the correct answer. Keep track of your score as you move through the questions, and let's get started. Question 1. A steady yellow signal light means. Option A. The traffic signal is changing from green to red. Option B. You should slam on your brakes. Option C. You should increase your speed. Option D. The car in front of you is going too slowly. The correct answer is option A. The traffic signal is changing from green to red. Explanation. A steady yellow light tells you the traffic signal is changing from green to red. Slow down and start for steady yellow light, unless you are already within the intersection or cannot safely start before entering the intersection. Question 2. When changing lanes on a multi-lane roadway, you should. Option A. Honk your horn to let drivers behind you know you might not be able to see them. Option B. Slow down to shrink your blind spot. Option C. Look in your mirrors before staring straight ahead. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option B. Slow down to shrink your blind spot. Explanation. Before changing lanes on a multi-lane roadway, you should check your mirrors and blind spots. Check your blind spot by looking over your shoulder in the direction that you are moving. Question 3. Pen and shade signs indicate. Option A. School zones. Option B. No passing zones. Option C. Speed limits. Option D. Railroad crossings. The correct answer is option B. No passing zones. Explanation. Pen and shade signs usually indicate no passing zones. Text will also be on the sign to confirm that it is a no passing zone. Question 4. When driving near light rail vehicles, always. Option A. Expect trains on any track at any time. Option B. Pay attention and obey all traffic signs. Option C. Be careful turning across train tracks. Option D. All of these. The correct answer is option C. Be careful turning across train tracks. Explanation. When driving near a light rail system, you should expect trains on a track at any time. Always obey signs and traffic signals. Always look both ways before turning across train tracks. And don't cross train tracks unless you have enough room to cross without stopping and can clear the tracks to a safe distance. Question 5. You may turn right on red. Option A. When there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Option B. Before pedestrians have crossed any intersecting crosswalks. Option C. Before coming to a complete stop. Option D. After coming to a complete stop and yielding to pedestrians and vehicles in the intersection. The correct answer is option A. When there is a sign prohibiting turning right on red. Explanation. If you are turning right, you may turn on a red light after coming to a full stop. You may only turn if it is safe to do so and if there is no sign prohibiting the turn on a red light. Be careful of pedestrians crossing in front of your vehicle. Question 6. If your car starts to skid, turn your steering wheel. Option A. To keep the front wheels straight. Option B. In the direction you want the vehicle to go. Option C. in the opposite direction of the skid. Option D, in any direction. It doesn't matter. The correct answer is option B, in the direction you want the vehicle to go. Explanation. If your vehicle goes into a skid, you should turn the steering wheel in the direction you want the vehicle to go. As soon as the vehicle begins to straighten out, turn the steering wheel back the other way. Question 7. Dim your high beam headlights when you are within blank of an oncoming vehicle. Option A, 200 feet. Option B, 400 feet. Option C, 500 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option C, 500 feet. Explanation. The glare of headlights from oncoming vehicles can cause the pupil of the eye to contract, restricting visibility. To protect other drivers when driving at night, change your headlights to their low beam setting within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle. Question 8. The trailer hand valve should be used. Option A, to accelerate in rural areas. Option B, only to test the trailer brakes. Option C, together with the brake pedal. Option D, on slippery surfaces. The correct answer is option B, only to test the trailer brakes. Explanation. The trailer hand valve, also called the trolley valve or Johnson bar, is used to work the trailer brakes. It should be used only to test the brakes. Using it while a vehicle is in motion could cause a skid. Question 9. About blank of all traffic fatalities involve alcohol. Option A, 60%. Option B, 38%. Option C, 24%. Option D, 10%. The correct answer is option B, 38%. Explanation. Drinking and driving is both illegal and dangerous. About 38% of all traffic fatalities involve alcohol. Question 10. By law, a driver must signal at least blank before a turn or lane change. Option A, 10 feet. Option B, 30 feet. Option C, 50 feet. Option D, 100 feet. The correct answer is option D, 100 feet. Explanation. You are legally required to signal not less than 100 feet before making a turn or lane change. In general, signaling 3 to 5 seconds in advance will ensure that you meet this requirement. If your vehicle signal lights are not working, you must use hand signals. Question 11. You may not pass other vehicles within blank of a bridge, viaduct, or tunnel. Option A, 200 feet. Option B, 100 feet. Option C, 500 feet. Option D, 350 feet. The correct answer is option B, 100 feet. Explanation. Drivers may not pass other vehicles within 100 feet of a bridge, viaduct, tunnel, railroad crossing, or intersection. Drivers should only pass where they may legally and safely do so. Question 12. When approaching a steady red traffic light, drivers should: Option A, drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. Option B, continue driving, as they have the right of way. Option C, stop only if a police officer is nearby. Option D, come to a complete stop. The correct answer is option D, come to a complete stop. Explanation. A steady red traffic light indicates that drivers must come to a complete stop. Driving through a red light is against the law and is extremely dangerous. Drivers may turn right on a steady red light if there is no sign prohibiting a turn on red. Question 13. When driving in bad weather, drivers should: Option A. Increase their speed to reach their final destination more quickly. Option B. Decrease their following distance. Option C. Increase their following distance. Option D. None of the above. The correct answer is option C. Increase their following distance. Explanation. When driving on wet roads, drivers should increase their following distance. Question 14. If not otherwise prohibited by a sign, a driver stopped at a solid red traffic light may: Option A. Turn right after yielding to other traffic and pedestrians. Option B. Never turn right. Option C. Turn right at any time. Option D. Turn right only after sounding their horn. The correct answer is option A. Turn right after yielding to other traffic and pedestrians. Explanation. After stopping at an intersection with a solid red traffic light, you may turn right unless a sign prohibits such movement. You must yield to all pedestrians and all vehicles before making such a turn. Question 15. You are driving on a busy street and your vehicle's accelerator sticks open. You should: Option A. Blow your horn. Option B. Slam on your brakes. Option C. Turn on your four-way flashers. Option D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. The correct answer is option D. Turn off your ignition, taking care not to engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. Explanation. If your vehicle's accelerator sticks open, your vehicle will continue to maintain its speed or accelerate, even if you remove your foot from the gas pedal. Turn off the ignition, using care to move the ignition switch only far enough to start the engine and not engage the steering wheel locking mechanism. Apply your brakes and move off the road to a safe area. Question 16. A converter dolly that has ABS can be identified. Option A. By a blue sticker. Option B. By an orange sticker. Option C. By a yellow lamp on the left side of the dolly. Option D. By a blue lamp on the left side of the trailer. The correct answer is option C. By a yellow lamp on the left side of the dolly. Explanation. Dollies manufactured on or after March 1, 1998 must have anti-lock braking systems ABS. A dolly with ABS must be identifiable by a yellow lamp on its left side. Question 17. When parallel parking, you should park within blank of the curb. Option A. 10 inches. Option B. 12 inches. Option C. 18 inches. Option D. 24 inches. The correct answer is option B. 12 inches. Explanation. When parallel parking your vehicle, your wheels should be parallel to and within 12 inches of the curb. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 18. When driving through a work zone, you should: Option A. Slow down. Option B. Speed up. Option C. Use a cell phone. Option D. Steer with one hand to keep the other hand free. The correct answer is option A. Slow down. Explanation. In work zones, you should observe posted speed limits. Slow down if road or weather conditions are poor, and slow down even further if workers are near the roadway. Question 19. What do lane signals with a yellow X indicate? Option A. The signal is about to change to a green arrow. Option B. The signal is about to change to a red X. Option C. Drivers may drive normally in this lane. Option D. Drivers may drive slowly in this lane. The correct answer is option B. The signal is about to change to a red X. Explanation. Lane use control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. When a lane signal contains a yellow X, drivers should clear the indicated lane, as the lane signal is about to change to a red X. Question 20. People under 16 years of age who use a false identification card to buy alcohol will: Option A. Receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Option B. Not be able to take the driver's exam until their 21st birthday. Option C. Receive a driving suspension that starts on their 21st birthday. Option D. Be sent to an alcohol safety education class. The correct answer is option A. Receive a driving suspension that starts on their 16th birthday. Explanation. Even if you are not driving, your driving privilege will be suspended if you are under 21 years of age and are convicted of possessing alcohol, lying about your age to obtain alcohol, or carrying a false ID card. If you are under 16 years of age, your suspension will not begin until your 16th birthday. Question 21. The height of a vehicle's center of gravity. Option A. Usually has no impact on the handling the vehicle. Option B. Plays a large role in a driver's ability to safely handle the vehicle. Option C. Should not be a concern when loading the vehicle. Option D. Should only be a concern if there are lots of hills on the planned route. The correct answer is option B. Plays a large role in a driver's ability to safely handle the vehicle. Explanation. The height of a vehicle's center of gravity is very important to a driver's ability to safely handle the vehicle. Always distribute the weight of cargo as low as possible. Question 22. A steady green light at an intersection means that you: Option A. Must slow down and prepare to start. Option B. Must stop and check for oncoming traffic before proceeding. Option C. May drive through the intersection if the road is clear. Option D. May not turn right. The correct answer is option A. Must slow down and prepare to start. Explanation. A steady green light means you may drive through the intersection if the road is clear. You may also turn right or left on a steady green light unless a sign prohibits the turn. When turning, you must yield to other vehicles and pedestrians within the intersection. Question 23. When driving at night, slow down and: Option A. Use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Option B. Use sunglasses to reduce glare from headlights. Option C. Use your high beams if it is also raining. Option D. Use your dome light to help you see your speedometer. The correct answer is option A. Use high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Explanation. I lure your vehicle's headlights must be turned on from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. You should use your high beams whenever there are no oncoming vehicles. Question 24. As a pedestrian, you should: Option A, always insist on the right-of-way over a vehicle when using a crosswalk. Option B, never enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Option C, enter a crosswalk at any time, because it is the vehicle driver's responsibility to stop. Option D, use crosswalks only if they are convenient. The correct answer is option B. Never enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Explanation: pedestrians should not enter a street or crosswalk when vehicles are approaching. Though pedestrians have the right of way in crosswalks, a vehicle approaching from a close distance may not have the time to stop before entering the crosswalk. Question 25. Which of the following about winter driving is not true? Option A, winter is the most difficult driving season. Option B, checking your vehicle's antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels is especially important during the winter. Option C, using cruise control in winter weather is a safe thing to do. Option D, it is best to use snow tires on your vehicle. The correct answer is option A. Winter is the most difficult driving season. Explanation: you should not use cruise control on snow, in rain, in fog, or under similar hazardous conditions. Winter is the most difficult driving season and requires extra caution from drivers. It is important to consistently check your antifreeze and windshield washer fluid levels. Using snow tires can increase a vehicle's traction on the surface of slippery roads. Question 26. When making a turn, you must blank your speed. Option A, increase. Option B, maintain. Option C, vary. Option D, reduce. The correct answer is option B. Maintain. Explanation: when turning, you should reduce to a speed that allows you to maintain control of your vehicle, stay in your lane, and react to unexpected situations. Question 27. As you near an intersection, the traffic light changes from green to yellow. Your best action is to: Option A, speed up to beat the red light. Option B, apply the brakes sharply to stop. Option C, be prepared to stop in the center of the intersection. Option D, be prepared to stop before the intersection. The correct answer is option A. Speed up to beat the red light. Explanation: a steady yellow traffic light indicates that the light will soon change to red. You should be prepared to stop for the red light, if it is safe to do so. Question 28. Which of the following lights indicates that you should slow down and proceed with caution at an intersection? Option A, a flashing yellow light. Option B, a flashing red light. Option C, a solid yellow light. Option D, a solid red light. The correct answer is option A. A flashing yellow light. Explanation: a flashing yellow traffic light at an intersection indicates that drivers must slow down, proceed with caution, and be prepared to stop. Question 29. It is illegal to follow within blank of an emergency vehicle that is sounding its alarm. Option A, 1 mile. Option B, 1,000 feet. Option C, 750 feet. Option D, 500 feet. The correct answer is option D, 500 feet. Explanation. Make room for ambulances, fire trucks, police cars, and other emergency vehicles. It is unlawful to follow within 500 feet of any fire truck responding to a fire alarm. Question 30. When using a roundabout or rotary island, drivers should: Option A. Yield to entering traffic. Option B. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Option C. Drive in a clockwise direction. Option D. Start within the rotary island. The correct answer is option A. Yield to entering traffic. Explanation. A roundabout is a circular intersection that flows in a counterclockwise direction around a central island and usually does not include a traffic signal. Motorists must enter from the right, yield into traffic already in the roundabout, and follow the circle to the right until the desired roadway is reached. Question 31. If a traffic light at an intersection is broken or not functioning, you should: Option A. Stop and wait for it to be repaired. Option B. Stop and wait for a police officer to arrive. Option C. Continue as if the intersection is a four-way stop. Option D. Continue as you normally would. The correct answer is option C. Continue as if the intersection is a four-way stop. Explanation. An intersection with a non-functioning traffic signal should be treated as a four-way stop. Question 32. During a trip, which shut-off valves should be open? Option A. All shut-off valves should be open. Option B. The rear shut-off valves should be open. Option C. All shut-off valves should be in the open position, except the rear shut-off valves. Option D. No shut-off valves should be open. The correct answer is option C. All shut-off valves should be in the open position, except the rear shut-off valves. Explanation. When starting a trip, be sure that all shut-off valves are in the open position, except for the last valves on the rear trailer. It is important that air reaches the brakes on all trailers and that the air is not able to escape from the back of the vehicle. Question 33. A single broken white line down the center of a two-lane road indicates that: Option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and operators are not permitted to pass. Option B. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and operators are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C. Lanes are moving in the same direction and operators are not permitted to pass. Option D. Lanes are moving in the same direction and operators are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option D. Lanes are moving in the same direction and operators are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Explanation. White lines are used to separate traffic moving in the same direction. Dashed lines indicate that operators directly next to the line are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Question 34. You may pass another vehicle on the right if it is waiting to: Option A. Turn right. Option B. Turn left. Option C. Park at the curb. Option D. Turn into a driveway on the right. The correct answer is option A. Turn right. Explanation. While you generally may pass only on the left, there are certain conditions under which passing on the right is permitted. You should only pass on the right if you can do so safely and you do not need to drive on or across the shoulder or edge line of the road. One situation where passing on the right is allowed is when the vehicle in front of you is making a left turn. Question 35. A 5-ounce glass of wine contains the same amount of alcohol as Option A, 1 pint of whiskey. Option B, a gallon of wine. Option C, a 6-pack of beer. Option D, 1 12-ounce can of beer. The correct answer is option D, 1 12-ounce can of beer. Explanation. It is important to remember that the average beer contains about the same amount of alcohol as the average drink of whiskey or wine. A 5-ounce glass of wine 12% alcohol, a 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, and 1.5 ounces of 86 proof liquor all contain approximately the same amount of alcohol. A person's ability to drive will be equally impaired by the same amount of alcohol no matter what kind of alcoholic beverage they drink. Question 36. How far ahead of their vehicle should drivers scan the entire driving scene? Option A, 10 seconds ahead. Option B, 2 seconds ahead. Option C, as far ahead as possible. Option D, 5 seconds ahead. The correct answer is option C, as far ahead as possible. Explanation. Scan the road as far ahead of your vehicle as possible. Scanning the road ahead helps you identify potential hazards before encountering them and may help you avoid making last-second moves. Question 37. Diamond symbols on pavement markings and signs indicate. Option A, school zones. Option B, carpool lanes. Option C, construction areas. Option D, hospitals. The correct answer is option B, carpool lanes. Explanation. Carpool lanes are restricted to vehicles with 2 or more occupants. They are marked by a diamond symbol or with carpool-only signs. They are usually located on the far left side of a freeway and are separated from other traffic lanes by combinations of white or yellow lines. Question 38. When 2 vehicles arrive to an intersection at the same time, which one has the right-of-way when no signs or signals indicate rules? Option A, the car approaching from the right has the right-of-way. Option B, the car approaching from the left has the right-of-way. Option C, the car in which the driver sounds his horn first has the right-of-way. Option D, the car that is traveling the fastest has the right-of-way. The correct answer is option A. The car approaching from the right has the right-of-way. Explanation. At an intersection of 2 similar roads without a traffic control device, a driver must yield to a vehicle approaching from the right. Question 39. When you are being tailgated. Option A, move over to the right, if there is an open lane to your right. Option B, if there is not an open lane to your right, wait until the way is clear ahead and reduce your speed slowly to encourage the tailgater to drive around you. Option C, never slow down abruptly. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C, never slow down abruptly. Explanation. If you are being tailgated by another driver and there is a right lane, move over to the right. If there is no right lane, wait until the road ahead is clear and then reduce your speed slowly. This will encourage the tailgater to drive around you. Never slow down abruptly, as this will only increase the risk of your vehicle being hit from behind. Question 40. To use the stop braking method in an emergency situation, you should. Option A, apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up. Release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Option B. Apply the brakes about halfway, but keep the wheels rolling. Option C. Fully apply the brakes, let the wheels lock up, and hold the brake pedal down, keeping the wheels locked until the vehicle stops. Option D. Apply the emergency brake. The correct answer is option A. Apply the brakes completely until the wheels lock up, release the brakes until the wheels start rolling, then repeat the process. Explanation. The stat braking method for emergency starts involves fully applying the brakes until they lock up. The brakes are then released until the wheels start rolling, then the process is repeated. Question 4. When? If you reach an intersection where you wish to turn but you are not in the proper lane, you should. Option A. Quickly cut across traffic to make your turn. Option B. Turn on your blinker and make the turn from your current lane. Option C. Drive to the next intersection and make your turn then. Option D. Safely change lanes, then put your vehicle in reverse to go back to the intersection. The correct answer is option C. Drive to the next intersection and make your turn then. Explanation. Never make last-minute turns. If you reach an intersection where you wish to turn but you are not in the proper lane to make the turn, drive to the next intersection and then make the turn from the proper lane. Question 42. If your bus's anti-lock braking system ABS stops working. Option A. You will not have any working brakes. Option B. The brakes will react more slowly than usual. Option C. You will still have normal braking power. Option D. You should not brake. The correct answer is option C. You will still have normal braking power. Explanation. If its anti-lock braking system ABS is not working, a vehicle will still retain its normal braking power. The driver should continue to drive and brake in a normal fashion. Question 43. On long trips, you can prevent drowsiness by Option A. Turning on your car radio. Option B. Slowing down. Option C. Stopping at regular intervals for a rest. Option D. Moving your eyes from side to side as you drive. The correct answer is option C. Stopping at regular intervals for a rest. Explanation. To prevent drowsiness on long trips, you should schedule regular stops. Give yourself time to rest and stretch, even if you are not feeling tired. Question 44. If you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means Option A. The speed limit is decreasing. Option B. The road is narrowing. Option C. The road is getting wider. Option D. The speed limit is increasing. The correct answer is option B. The road is narrowing. Explanation. If you see an edge line that angles inward on a road, it means the road ahead is becoming narrower. Be sure to merge safely. Question 45. Slower-moving traffic on a multi-lane highway should Option A. Drive in the right lane. Option B. Drive in any lane. Option C. Drive in the left lane. Option D. Drive in the lane with the least amount of traffic. The correct answer is option D. Drive in the lane with the least amount of traffic. Explanation. If you are driving more slowly than surrounding traffic on a multi-lane road, use the right lane. A left-hand lane is intended for use by faster-moving traffic that is passing slower-moving traffic. Question 46. You are driving in the right lane on an expressway. You should move into the left lane when Option A. Traffic is heavy but moving steadily. Option B. The weather is bad and roads are slippery. Option C. Traffic is slow in your lane and cars are in the left lane. Option D. Traffic is light and cars are merging onto the expressway from the right. The correct answer is option C. Traffic is slow in your lane and cars are in the left lane. Explanation. You should always watch for merging vehicles when on an expressway. Adjusting your speed or moving into another lane will ensure that other drivers can enter smoothly and safely. Question 47. If your front tire goes flat while you are riding. Option A. The steering will feel heavy. Option B. The steering will feel loose. Option C. There will be no change in the steering. Option D. The ride will feel too smooth. The correct answer is option A. The steering will feel heavy. Explanation. If the front tire of a motorcycle fails, it will cause the steering to feel heavy. If your steering feels heavy, immediately exit the road and inspect your tires. Question 48. If turning to avoid a hazard. Option A. You should brake hard. Option B. You should not brake as it could cause the wheels to lock. Option C. You should turn the wheel very sharply. Option D. You should hold down the brakes until you are past the hazard. The correct answer is option D. You should hold down the brakes until you are past the hazard. Explanation. If you are turning to avoid a hazard, do not apply the brakes while you are turning. This could easily lock the wheels and create a skid. Question 49. When should drivers drive across or park on a median? Option A. When they need to rest. Option B. When they need to make a phone call. Option C. When they want to turn around. Option D. They should never drive into a median. The correct answer is option D. They should never drive into a median. Explanation. Never drive across or park on a median. It is unsafe to do so. Question 50. When driving through a work zone, it is a good safety practice to. Option A. Drive closely to the vehicle in front of you to keep traffic flowing freely. Option B. Shorten your usual following distance by about 1/2. Option C. Turn on your cruise control. Option D. Double your usual following distance. The correct answer is option D. Double your usual following distance. Explanation. The most common type of crash in work zones is the rear-end collision. To avoid this hazard, it is recommended that you double your following distance as you approach a work zone. Question 51. When passing on a multi-lane highway. Option A. Be sure the passing lane is clear. Option B. Pass only on the right. Option C. Watch for oncoming traffic. Option D. There is no need to signal. The correct answer is option A. Be sure the passing lane is clear. Explanation. Before passing, you must make sure the passing lane is clear and give the proper turn signal to show you are going to change lanes. Question 52. If two drivers arrive at the same time to a four-way intersection controlled by stop signs. Option A. The driver on the right has the right of way. Option B. The driver on the left has the right of way. Option C. One driver may continue driving without stopping. Option D. one driver should honk to indicate that they are giving up the right-of-way? The correct answer is option A. The driver on the right has the right-of-way. Explanation. Yield the right-of-way to the driver on your right at a four-way intersection if you both arrive to the intersection at the same time. You may then proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 53. The first thing affected after drinking alcohol is a person's. Option A, vision. Option B, balance.
Option C, speech.
Option D,
Judgment.
The correct answer is option D.
Judgment.
Explanation. The consumption of alcohol first affects the portion of the brain that controls a person's judgment. Your judgment must remain intact for you to be a safe driver. You cannot be a safe driver after consuming alcohol. Question 54. Traffic signals sometimes display arrows to control turns from specific lanes. A solid red arrow, option A, is never used as a traffic signal. Option B has the same meaning as a circular red traffic light. Option C means that drivers may turn in the direction indicated by the arrow. Option D means that the traffic the arrow is pointing toward must stop. The correct answer is option D. Means that the traffic the arrow is pointing toward must stop. Explanation. A solid red arrow in a traffic signal means the same thing as a circular red traffic light. When an arrow is red, traffic in the indicated lane must stop and may not turn in the direction that the arrow is pointing. Question 55. Your tire blows out while you are driving. You should. Option A, slam on your brakes. Option B, hold your steering wheel tightly and slow to a stop. Option C, keep driving normally. Option D, turn on your emergency flashers and continue driving. The correct answer is option A. Slam on your brakes. Explanation. If you experience a tire blowout, do not immediately apply the brakes. Grip the steering wheel firmly and steer to remain in your traffic lane. Reduce your speed gradually by releasing the accelerator and staying off the brakes. Once you are moving very slowly, apply the brakes lightly and pull off the road into a safe area. Question 56. When driving on roads that may be slippery. Option A, always drive at the maximum speed limit. Option B, use cruise control to maintain a steady speed. Option C, reduce your following distance. Option D, do not make any sudden changes in speed or direction. The correct answer is option D. Do not make any sudden changes in speed or direction. Explanation. You should avoid making any sudden changes in speed or direction when driving on a slippery surface. Reduce your speed on slippery roads and do not use cruise control. Question 57. At an intersection with a yield sign, you should. Option A, always stop before entering the intersection. Option B, yield just to the traffic on the right. Option C, yield just to the traffic on the left. Option D, slow down and yield the right-of-way to other traffic. The correct answer is option B. Yield just to the traffic on the right. Explanation. A yield sign means that you must slow down and yield the right-of-way to traffic in the intersection or roadway you are entering. Question 58. In a normal turn. Option A, the motorcycle and rider should lean together. Option B, The motorcycle and rider should lean in opposite directions. Option C. The motorcycle should lean, but the rider should not. Option D. The rider should lean, but the motorcycle should not. The correct answer is option A. The motorcycle and rider should lean together. Explanation. During normal turns, the motorcycle and the rider should be leaning together at the same angle. In slow, tight turns, only the motorcycle should lean while the rider keeps their body straight up. Question 59. Riding in the central lane position. Option A. Keeps others from seeing you. Option B. Is always the safest option when approaching the intersections. Option C. Discourages others from sharing your lane. Option D. Should be avoided if possible. The correct answer is option C. Discourages others from sharing your lane. Explanation. Motorcycles need a full lane to operate safely. It is dangerous, and generally prohibited, for a motorcycle and another vehicle to travel next to one another in the same lane. Riding in the center of your lane discourages others from trying to share your lane. Question 60. The speed limit in business zones is: Option A, 15 miles per hour. Option B, 25 miles per hour. Option C, 30 miles per hour. Option D, 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 25 miles per hour. Explanation. Unless posted otherwise, the speed limit for passenger vehicles and motorcycles in business, residential, or school areas is 25 miles per hour. Question 61. Railroad crossings should always be considered. Option A, safe to cross, as it is unlikely that a train will be coming. Option B, dangerous. Option C, safe locations to park a car. Option D, a place where it is required to stop. The correct answer is option B, dangerous. Explanation. Railroad crossings are always dangerous. Drivers should always look and listen for trains approaching from either direction on all railroad tracks. Always follow the directions indicated by signs, signals, and flaggers. Never proceed past a railroad crossing until you are certain it is safe to do so. Question 62. If you need to drive in foggy weather. Option A, turn on your low beam headlights. Option B, turn on your hazard lights. Option C, it is okay to drive at the maximum speed limit. Option D, do not drive at a speed above 10 miles per hour. The correct answer is option A. Turn on your low beam headlights. Explanation. You are required to use your headlights during the day when visibility is reduced to 500 feet or less. When you first turn on your headlights, be sure they are adjusted to the low beam setting. Using high beams in fog or rain will cause the light to reflect back into your eyes, lowering visibility even more. Question 63. When driving on slick roads, you should: Option A, take turns more slowly than usual. Option B, change lanes quickly. Option C, accelerate quickly. Option D, brake hard. The correct answer is option A. Take turns more slowly than usual. Explanation. While it is always dangerous to drive too fast on slippery roads, this is especially true when driving in turns and curves. Be sure to approach them more slowly in slippery conditions than you would under normal circumstances. Question 64. To make a normal stop, use Option A, the rear brake first. Option B, both brakes and downshift. Option C, the front brake and downshift. Option D, the rear brake only. The correct answer is option B, both brakes and downshift. Explanation. You should shift down through the gears with the clutch as you slow or start. When braking, use both brakes at the same time. Question 65. In a normal turn. Option A, lean your motorcycle more than your body. Option B, lean your motorcycle and your body at the same angle.
Option C, do not lean.
Option D, lean your body more than your motorcycle. The correct answer is option B. Lean your motorcycle and your body at the same angle. Explanation. In a normal turn, the motorcycle and rider should lean at the same angle. In slow, tight turns, the rider should counterbalance the motorcycle by keeping their body straight up while the motorcycle leans. Question 66. In Idaho, you may pass another vehicle in an intersection. Option A, under no circumstances. Option B, if a dashed yellow line is marked through the intersection. Option C, if a dashed yellow line and a solid yellow line are marked through the intersection. Option D, if there are no pavement markings in the intersection. The correct answer is option D. If there are no pavement markings in the intersection. Explanation. If a dashed yellow pavement marking continues up to and after an intersection, you may pass vehicles in the intersection. If there are no pavement markings in the intersection, or if there is a solid yellow line next to a dashed yellow line in the intersection, you may not pass in the intersection. Question 67. A red flashing traffic light has the same meaning as a Option A, solid red light. Option B, stop sign. Option C, yield sign. Option D, caution sign. The correct answer is option B, stop sign. Explanation. A red flashing traffic signal has the same meaning as a stop sign. When approaching a red flashing signal, come to a complete stop and proceed when it is safe to do so. A stop sign may sometimes also be posted where the signal is located. Question 68. To inspect slack adjusters on SN brakes, you need to Option A, park on a hill and test the brakes. Option B, put on gloves and push in the slack adjusters. Option C, remove the drum and look inside. Option D, chock the wheels and disengage the parking brake. The correct answer is option B. Put on gloves and push in the slack adjusters. Explanation. Check each slack adjuster after parking on level ground, setting wheel chocks, and disengaging the parking brake. Pull the slack adjusters to make sure they do not move more than about 1 inch from where the push rod is attached. If they move more than 1 inch, they may be out of adjustment and will need to be fixed. Question 69. Escape ramps are Option A, ramps to exit the interstate quickly. Option B, ramps connecting 4-lane highways and 2-lane highways. Option C, ramps that can be used by stop runaway vehicles on steep downhills. Option D, ramps that cannot be used by automobiles. The correct answer is option C. Ramps that can be used by stop runaway vehicles on steep downhills. Explanation. Escape ramps are constructed in areas with steep downgrades to allow a means of safely stopping runaway vehicles. They consist of a lone bed of loose, soft material, and sometimes an uphill slope. Question 70. You may park no closer than blank away from a railroad track. Option A, 50 feet. Option B, 40 feet. Option C, 25 feet. Option D, 10 feet. The correct answer is option of 50 feet. Explanation. Drivers may not park within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Only park where you will not be disruptive to traffic and where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle from every direction. Question 70. When an orange and red triangular sign on a vehicle always means. Option A, the vehicle has the right of way. Option B, shoulder work ahead. Option C, the vehicle is broken. Option D, slow-moving vehicle. The correct answer is option D, slow-moving vehicle. Explanation. Slow-moving vehicles, such as farm tractors, road maintenance vehicles, and animal-drawn carts, display an orange and red triangle on the back. Question 72. A solid yellow X over a traffic lane means. Option A, that drivers must move out of the indicated lane because it is about to be used by oncoming traffic. Option B, that drivers may drive regularly in the indicated lane. Option C, that the indicated lane is for left turns only. Option D, that drivers may use the indicated lane, but should drive with caution. The correct answer is option A, that drivers must move out of the indicated lane because it is about to be used by oncoming traffic. Explanation. Lane use control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. A signal displaying a solid yellow X means that drivers must move out of the indicated lane because it is about to be used by oncoming traffic. Question 73. When traveling behind a motorcycle. Option A, allow following distance of at least 2 car lengths. Option B, allow at least 2 seconds of following distance. Option C, allow at least 4 seconds of following distance. Option D, allow following distance of at least 4 motorcycle lengths. The correct answer is option B, allow at least 2 seconds of following distance. Explanation. On dry pavement, 4 seconds of space is generally a safe following distance to allow between you and the vehicle ahead. You should always allow plenty of space when following a motorcycle. Question 74. A telltale sign of a drunk driver is. Option A, they are weaving between lanes. Option B, they are driving more slowly than the normal traffic flow. Option C, they are making quick and sudden stops. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B. They are driving more slowly than the normal traffic flow. Explanation. Telltale signs of drunk driving include speeding, weaving, driving more slowly than the normal traffic flow, making jerking motions, and making quick and sudden stops. Question 75. During normal weather and traffic conditions, keep a minimum following distance of. Option A, 1 second. Option B, 2 seconds. Option C, 3 seconds. Option D, 4 seconds. The correct answer is option C, 3 seconds. Explanation. The more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you have to react. Keep a minimum following distance of 3 seconds during normal weather and traffic conditions. Increase your following distance during unusual weather or traffic conditions. Question 76. You are driving on a multi-lane highway and wish to change lanes. You must signal your intentions. Option A, immediately before changing lanes. Option B, only during the lane change. Option C, at least 50 feet before beginning to change lanes. Option D, at least 100 feet before beginning to change lanes. The correct answer is option D. At least 100 feet before beginning to change lanes. Explanation. Signals must be given for at least 100 feet before changing lanes or turning. This is approximately the length of 5 cars. It is advisable to signal for a greater distance when driving at higher speeds. Question 77. Passing is not allowed within blank of a railroad crossing. Option A, 500 feet. Option B, 100 feet. Option C, 200 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option B, 100 feet. Explanation. Passing is not permitted within 100 feet of a railroad crossing. Be sure to only pass where other drivers can clearly see your vehicle. Question 78. Generally, how many alcoholic drinks will the human body get rid of each hour? Option A, half a drink. Option B, 1 drink. Option C, 2 drinks. Option D, 3 drinks. The correct answer is option B, 1 drink. Explanation. It takes about 1 hour for the body to get rid of the alcohol in a single drink. Question 79. When a truck driver behind you wants to pass your vehicle. Option A, your speed should remain steady or decrease. Option B, you should stop. Option C, you should change lanes. Option D, your speed should increase. The correct answer is option D. Your speed should increase. Explanation. When a truck passes your vehicle, you will make it easier and safer for the truck driver if you reduce your speed slightly and then keep your reduced speed steady. In any event, do not increase your speed while the truck is passing you. Question 80. Round signs indicate. Option A, no passing zones.
Option B, school zones.
Option C, upcoming railroad crossings. Option D, hospitals. The correct answer is option C, upcoming railroad crossings. Explanation. Round signs warn drivers of an upcoming railroad crossing area. Drivers should use extra caution when approaching a railroad crossing. Question 81. During school hours, the speed limit is blank in a school zone. Option A, 10 miles per hour. Option B, 15 miles per hour. Option C, 25 miles per hour. Option D, 30 miles per hour. The correct answer is option B, 15 miles per hour. Explanation. A 5-sided sign indicates that you are in a school zone and must slow to a speed of 15 miles per hour during specified hours and when children are present. Be sure to drive with extra caution when driving in an area where children are present. Question 82. Which type of vehicle is most prone to the crack the whip effect? Option A. A 5-axle tractor semi-trailer. Option B. A 3-axle tractor semi-trailer. Option C. A bobtail tractor. Option D. A triple trailer. The correct answer is option D. A triple trailer. Explanation. Triple combination trailers are most vulnerable to the crack the whip effect. Question 83. What is the only way to reduce your blood alcohol concentration BAC? Option A. Drink coffee. Option B. Exercise. Option C. Allow your body time to get rid of the alcohol. Option D. Take a cold shower. The correct answer is option B. Exercise. Explanation. The only method that effectively reduces your BAC is to not drink alcohol for a period of time. Coffee, exercise, and cold showers cannot reduce your BAC or change the effects of alcohol. They can help you remain awake, but they cannot change your BAC or make you sober. Question 84. On which side S of a vehicle should drivers maintain a space cushion? Option A. Only to the front of the vehicle. Option B. Only to the back of the vehicle. Option C. Only to the left and right of the vehicle. Option D. All sides of the vehicle. The correct answer is option D. All sides of the vehicle. Explanation. The only way you can be sure you will have enough time to react to the movements of other drivers is by leaving plenty of space between your car and the cars around you. In general, you should try to keep a cushion of space on all sides of your motor vehicle. Question 85. As you are driving on a 2-lane highway, you approach a school bus that is stopped with its red lights flashing. Option A. May pass if the way is clear. Option B. May pass if a pedestrian indicates that the way is clear. Option C. May not pass until the school bus driver turns off the flashing lights and continues driving. Option D. Must turn on your emergency flashers. The correct answer is option C. May not pass until the school bus driver turns off the flashing lights and continues driving. Explanation. Drivers are required to stop for a stopped school bus when driving on a 2-lane road, regardless of which direction they are traveling. Question 86. Driving at night is Option A. Safer than driving during the day. Option B. Just as safe as driving during the day. Option C. More dangerous than driving during the day. Option D. Discouraged. The correct answer is option C. More dangerous than driving during the day. Explanation. Driving at night is more dangerous than driving during the day. It is more difficult for drivers to see hazards. The glare of headlights can affect drivers' vision, and there are more fatigued and impaired drivers on the road. Question 87. The law gives blank the right of way at intersections. Option A. No one. Option B. Drivers turning left. Option C. Drivers going straight. Option D. Drivers turning right. The correct answer is option D. Drivers turning right. Explanation. The law does not give anyone the right of way at intersections. It only says who must yield. Even when one driver is legally required to yield the right of way, if they fail to do so, other drivers are still required to stop or yield as necessary to avoid a crash. Question 88. When applying the crash prevention formula, a driver should be alert, be prepared, and Option A, be cautious. Option B, act defensively. Option C, drive well. Option D, act in time. The correct answer is option D. Act in time. Explanation. To avoid a crash caused by motorist error, a driver should apply the crash prevention formula to their driving. When using this formula, a driver should be alert, be prepared, and act in time. Question 89. If your front tire goes flat. Option A, the steering will feel heavy. Option B, there will be no effect on handling. Option C, the back of the motorcycle will jerk from side to side. Option D, you will lose power to the brakes. The correct answer is option A. The steering will feel heavy. Explanation. If your front tire goes flat, steering will feel heavy. A front wheel flat is very dangerous because it affects your ability to steer. Question 90. If you are turning left and there are two available left turn lanes, which lane should you choose? Option A, the left lane. Option B, the right lane. Option C, either lane. Option D, trucks should not turn where there are two left turn lanes. The correct answer is option D. Trucks should not turn where there are two left turn lanes. Explanation. A large vehicle may need to swing right to make a left turn. If an intersection has two left turn lanes, the driver should choose the right-hand lane to begin their turn. Question 91. Headlights must be used. Option A, after 6 p.m. and before 7 a.m. Option B, after 7 p.m. and before 8 a.m. Option C, after 8 p.m. and before 7 a.m. during daylight savings time. Option D, from sunset to sunrise. The correct answer is option D. From sunset to sunrise. Explanation. You must have your headlights turned on when driving from a half hour after sunset until a half hour before sunrise. Turn on your headlights when driving in lowered visibility situations. Question 92. A steady yellow traffic signal means their blank light will soon appear. Option A, flashing yellow. Option B, steady green. Option C, steady red. Option D, flashing red. The correct answer is option C. Steady red. Explanation. A steady yellow light on a traffic signal indicates that our steady red light will soon appear. Question 93. You plan to make a right turn after stopping at an intersection. Usually it is best to Option A, signal for the traffic coming from behind to drive around you. Option B, turn from the center portion of the lane. Option C, turn from the right portion of the lane. Option D, turn from the left portion of the lane. The correct answer is option C. Turn from the right portion of the lane. Explanation. You should maintain a central lane position when preparing to turn at an intersection. This will discourage drivers from trying to squeeze into your lane next to you before you complete your turn. Question 94. You must stop at an intersection when you see a Option A, flashing red light. Option B, steady yellow light. Option C, yellow arrow. Option D, flashing yellow light. The correct answer is option A. Flashing red light. Explanation. Flashing red traffic signal has the same meaning as a stop sign. At an intersection with a flashing red light, you must come to a complete stop, look both ways, and proceed only after the intersection is clear. Question 95. An end school zone sign indicates. Option A, that the speed limit is 20 miles per hour. Option B, the beginning of a reduced speed zone. Option C, the increased possibility of encountering pedestrians. Option D, the end of a reduced speed zone. The correct answer is option D. The end of a reduced speed zone. Explanation. Do not exceed the school zone speed limit during indicated times. The end of a reduced speed school zone will be indicated by an end school zone regulatory sign. Question 96. When you park parallel to a curb or edge of roadway, you must. Option A, park within 24 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Option B, park within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Option C, park facing oncoming traffic. Option D, park at an angle with the front of your vehicle facing out. The correct answer is option B. Park within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Explanation. When parking on a public road, you must park parallel to and within 18 inches of the curb or edge of the roadway. Your vehicle should be facing in the same direction as the traffic is moving on your side of the road. Question 97. Pull out the trailer air supply control to test. Option A, the parking brake. Option B, the trailer emergency brakes. Option C, the trailer service brakes. Option D, the landing gear. The correct answer is option B. The trailer emergency brakes. Explanation. Be sure to test the trailer emergency brakes before beginning a trip. After ensuring that the trailer rolls freely, you can test the emergency brakes by pulling out the trailer air supply control or placing it in the emergency position. Pull forward slightly with the tractor and make sure the trailer does not move. Question 98. A flashing red signal means. Option A, slow down. Option B, the same thing as a stop sign. Option C, caution, there may be danger. Option D, look both ways and then proceed. The correct answer is option B. The same thing as a stop sign. Explanation. Like a stop sign, a red flashing light at an intersection means that you must come to a complete stop before entering the intersection. If you are facing a red flashing light at an intersection at which cross traffic is not required to stop, you may proceed only when the intersection is clear and when you will not interfere with the right-of-way of cross traffic. Question 99. The brake pedal is part of which braking system? Option A, the service brake system. Option B, the parking brake system. Option C, the emergency brake system. Option D, the auxiliary brake system. The correct answer is option A. The service brake system. Explanation. The service brake system applies and releases the brakes when a driver presses the brake pedal while driving normally. Question 100. When approaching a traffic signal displaying a steady green arrow, drivers. Option A, should merge into a lane in the direction of the arrow. Option B, should slow to a stop, if it is safe to do so. Option C, may turn in the direction of the arrow after yielding to traffic and pedestrians already in the intersection. Option D, may drive straight through the intersection. The correct answer is option C. May turn in the direction of the arrow after yielding to traffic and pedestrians already in the intersection. Explanation. A green arrow displayed on a traffic signal tells drivers that they may turn in the direction of the arrow. You must be in the proper lane for such a turn. Yield the right-of-way to vehicles and pedestrians already in the intersection. Question 101. When the driver behind you wants to pass, you should: Option A, speed up. Option B, go the same speed. Option C, slow down to allow room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete the pass easily.
Option D, change lanes.
The correct answer is option C. Slow down to allow room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete the pass easily. Explanation. When the driver behind you wants to pass, you should slow down so that there is enough room in front of your vehicle for the other driver to complete their pass. This will allow them to complete the passing maneuver in less time and more easily. Question 102. Activate your turn signal at least blank before turning. Option A, 200 feet. Option B, 350 feet. Option C, 120 yards. Option D, 1 mile. The correct answer is option A, 200 feet. Explanation. When changing lanes or preparing for a turn, you must signal your intention to do so at least 200 feet prior to beginning your lane change or turn. You must begin to signal at least 300 feet before the turn if operating a vehicle at speeds above 50 miles per hour. Question 103. What is the only way to sober up after drinking? Option A, take a cold shower. Option B, exercise. Option C, wait. Option D, drink coffee. The correct answer is option A. Take a cold shower. Explanation. A liver removes alcohol from the body at a fixed rate that cannot be increased through tricks like drinking coffee or taking a cold shower. The only way to sober up after drinking is to wait for the alcohol to be removed from your system. Question 104. You want to turn left at an intersection. A light is green, but oncoming traffic is heavy. You should: Option A, use the next intersection. Option B, wait at the crosswalk for traffic to clear. Option C, wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear. Option D, take the right-of-way since you have a green light. The correct answer is option C. Wait in the center of the intersection for traffic to clear. Explanation. When making a left turn where there is approaching traffic, you must wait for the approaching traffic to go through before you turn. You may enter the intersection to prepare for your left turn if the light is green and no other vehicle ahead of you plans to make a left turn. Question 105. What causes the crack the whip effect? Option A, rearward amplification. Option B, bad tires. Option C, empty trailers. Option D, good driving. The correct answer is option A, rearward amplification. Explanation. Vehicles with trailers are vulnerable to rollover due to the crack the whip effect, which is caused by rearward amplification. Rearward amplification varies from vehicle to vehicle, so it is important that drivers are aware of the rearward amplification of their specific vehicles. Question 106. You should turn on your headlights. Option A, 1/2 hour after sunset. Option B, 1/2 hour after sunrise. Option C, when parked at a school. Option D, when stopped at a railroad crossing. The correct answer is option A, 1/2 hour after sunset. Explanation. Headlights must be used 1/2 hour after sunset until 1/2 hour before sunrise, when windshield wipers are being used due to rain or snow, and in any other situation when visibility is less than 500 feet. Auxiliary lights are never an appropriate substitute for headlights. Question 107. A motorist approaching a bicyclist should: Option A, speed up to pass them. Option B, proceed as usual. Option C, swerve into the opposite lane. Option D, exercise extreme caution. The correct answer is option A, speed up to pass them. Explanation. Drivers should reduce their speed as they pass bicyclists, as air movement from a passing vehicle can easily affect a bicyclist's balance. Question 108. When two vehicles enter an intersection from different highways at the same time, which vehicle must yield the right-of-way? Option A, either one. Option B, the vehicle on the left. Option C, the vehicle on the right. Option D, neither. The correct answer is option C, the vehicle on the right. Explanation. At intersections that are controlled by signs or signals and at intersections that are uncontrolled, the driver on the left must yield the right-of-way to the driver on the right when two vehicles arrive to the intersection at the same time. Question 109. You may turn left on a red light if: Option A, there is no traffic coming from the opposite direction. Option B, you are turning from a two-way street onto a one-way street. Option C, you are turning from a one-way street onto another one-way street. Option D, the car in front of you turns left. The correct answer is option B. You are turning from a two-way street onto a one-way street. Explanation. You may turn left after stopping at a red light if you are in the left lane of a one-way street and are turning onto another one-way street, unless a posted sign prohibits it. You must first stop and yield to pedestrians and other traffic. Question 110. In which of the following situations should you increase your following distance? Option A, traffic is light. Option B, traffic is heavy. Option C, you are able to see the roadway through vehicles in front of you. Option D, there is pleasant and clear weather. The correct answer is option B. Traffic is heavy. Explanation. While a 2-second following distance is generally adequate, you should increase your following distance anytime conditions would require a longer stopping distance, such as when the pavement is slippery due to poor weather conditions. Additionally, you should increase your following distance at night if you cannot see through the vehicle ahead, and when traffic is heavy. Question 111. When making normal stops, you should: Option A, use only the rear brake. Option B, use only the front brake. Option C, use both the front and rear brakes. Option D, alternate between the front and rear brakes. The correct answer is option C. Use both the front and rear brakes. Explanation. Make it a habit to always use both brakes when slowing or stopping, even for normal, non-emergency stops. Question 112. If you fail the driving test 3 times: Option A, the examiner will give you a driving skills examination report. Option B. You must send your examination report to the Department of Revenue. Option C. The Department of Revenue will require driver training. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option B. You must send your examination report to the Department of Revenue. Explanation. If you fail the driving test 3 times, no further tests will be allowed without written authorization from the Department of Revenue. The examiner will give you a form that you must send to the department. After you send the form to the department, you will receive a letter from the department requiring additional behind-the-wheel driver training. Question 113. If a vehicle using high beams comes towards you, you should look toward blank of the road. Option A. Either side. Option B. The center. Option C. The right side. Option D. The left side. The correct answer is option C. The right side. Explanation. If a vehicle approaching you is using its high beams and fails to dim them, you should glance toward the right side of the road. This will keep you from being blinded by the other vehicle's headlights and will allow you to see well enough to stay on your course until the vehicle passes. Question 114. What helps a person sober up after consuming alcohol? Option A. Only time. Option B. A cold shower. Option C. Eating food. Option D. Drinking coffee. The correct answer is option A. Only time. Explanation. Taking cold showers, drinking black coffee, or exercising will not make a person sober. Only time can minimize the effects of alcohol based on body weight, number of drinks, and food intake. Question 115. What does an anti-lock braking system ABS do? Option A. Allow the rear wheels to lock up. Option B. Allow all wheels to lock up. Option C. Help prevent wheel lockup. Option D. Alert other motorists when you are braking. The correct answer is option B. Allow all wheels to lock up. Explanation. The purpose of an anti-lock braking system ABS is to prevent a vehicle's wheels from locking up when the driver brakes hard on a slippery surface. Question 116. The effect that alcohol has on your reflexes and judgment. Option A is less pronounced when consuming beer instead of wine. Option B is less pronounced when consuming wine instead of beer. Option C is most pronounced when consuming hard ciders and mixed drinks. Option D depends on the amount of alcohol in your bloodstream. The correct answer is option D. Depends on the amount of alcohol in your bloodstream. Explanation. Consuming any type of alcohol can have negative effects on your reflexes and judgment. It does not matter which type of alcohol is consumed, only how much alcohol has entered a person's bloodstream. Question 117. Regulatory signs are usually blank and should always be obeyed. Option A, white. Option B, blue. Option C, green. Option D, orange. The correct answer is option A, white. Explanation. Regulatory signs regulate the movement of traffic. They are usually white with black markings and must always be obeyed by motorists. Question 118. When driving through a curve during the skills test, you should: Option A, appear from your lane if needed to complete the curve. Option B, reduce your speed after entering the curve. Option C, refrain from looking for other vehicles while turning. Option D, reduce your speed before entering the curve. The correct answer is option B. Reduce your speed after entering the curve. Explanation. When approaching a curve during the on-road driving skills test, you must reduce your speed sufficiently before entering the curve so that you do not need to further brake or shift in the curve. Keep the vehicle in its lane and continue to check for traffic in all directions. Question 119. A double solid yellow line down the center of a two-lane road indicates. Option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option B. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. Option C. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are not permitted to pass. Option D. Lanes are moving in the same direction and drivers are permitted to pass when it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option A. Lanes are moving in opposite directions and drivers are not permitted to pass. Explanation. Yellow lines are used to separate traffic moving in opposite directions. Solid lines indicate that drivers are not permitted to pass. Question 120. When approaching a railroad crossing. Option A. You will likely be able to outdrive a train. Option B. You should not rely only on warning signals. Option C. You should roll a window down to listen for an approaching train. Option D. You should only worry about the track closest to your vehicle. The correct answer is option B. You should not rely only on warning signals. Explanation. You should never rely only on warning signals to alert you to an approaching train. Never try to race a train to a crossing. If there are multiple tracks at a crossing, be sure to check all tracks in both directions before starting to cross. Question 121. You must yield to other drivers. Option A. When entering a street from a garage or alley. Option B. When they are on a road to your left and you have reached an unmarked intersection at the same time. Option C. When your traffic signal is a green arrow. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option A. When entering a street from a garage or alley. Explanation. You must yield to other drivers when entering a street from an alley, driveway, or garage. You must also yield to pedestrians who are on an intersecting sidewalk. Question 122. It is recommended that you take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to Option A. Start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Option B. Start in the center of the curve and stay there until you exit. Option C. Weave between all three lane positions while taking a curve. Option D. Start on the inside of the curve and stay there until you exit. The correct answer is option A. Start on the inside of the curve and drift toward the outside. Explanation. If there is no traffic present, it is recommended that riders take a curve by beginning on the outside of the curve, moving to the inside of the curve, and exiting on the outside of the curve. An alternate option is to start the curve in the center of the lane and remain in the center throughout the curve. Be aware of changing road and traffic conditions and adjust as necessary. Question 123. How should drivers use the shared center lane when traveling on a multi-lane roadway with traffic moving in opposite directions? Option A. To pass other vehicles. Option B. To slow down or stop before turning left. Option C. As an additional travel lane when traffic is moving slowly. Option D. As a parking lane. The correct answer is option B. To slow down or stop before turning left. Explanation. A driver may enter a shared center lane or point on the roadway where their vehicle will have time to slow down or stop in order to make a safe left turn maneuver. A center turn lane is not a travel lane and may not be used for passing. Question 124. When towing a trailer, you must make sure that Option A. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the trailer hitch. Option B. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the vehicle's bumper. Option C. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the frame of the towing vehicle. Option D. The trailer hitch is equipped with a fail-safe latch. The correct answer is option C. The trailer has a safety chain securely attached to the frame of the towing vehicle. Explanation. Your trailer must be equipped with safety chains. Safety chains must be attached to the frame of the towing vehicle and the trailer. They should not be connected to a part of the trailer hitch. Question 125. If you are unable to get a good view of cross traffic when stopped at an intersection controlled by a stop sign, you should Option A. Wait 5 seconds, then proceed. Option B. Sound your horn before proceeding. Option C. Put down your windows, listen for traffic, and then proceed. Option D. Pull forward slowly, check for traffic and pedestrians, and proceed when clear. The correct answer is option D. Pull forward slowly, check for traffic and pedestrians, and proceed when clear. Explanation. When stopped at a stop sign where you cannot see cross traffic, yield to any pedestrians and then carefully pull forward past the stop line until you can see clearly. Check for traffic and pedestrians. Go ahead when the intersection is clear. Question 126. When parallel parking, you may not park farther than blank inches from the curb. Option A, 10. Option B, 12.
Option C, 15.
Option D,
18.
The correct answer is option D, 18. Explanation. When parallel parking, your vehicle should be 18 inches from the curb or closer. Always park in a place that is visible to drivers coming from both directions. Question 127. When approached by an emergency vehicle that is using its siren and slash or flashing lights, a driver must immediately Option A. Pull to the right and stop. Option B. Pull to the right and slow down. Option C. Pull to the right and turn on their vehicle's four-way flashers. Option D. Stop and let the emergency vehicle pass. The correct answer is option D. Stop and let the emergency vehicle pass. Explanation. When you are approached by an emergency vehicle that is using its lights, sirens, and slash or other warning devices, you must immediately drive to the right side of the road and stop. Question 128. What are the colors of signs that tell you the distance to the next exit on a highway? Option A. Yellow with black letters. Option B. Black with white letters. Option C. Red with white letters. Option D. Green with white letters. The correct answer is option D. Green with white letters. Explanation. Signs providing information about destinations are green with white letters or symbols. Question 129. When making a turn or lane change, you should: option A, signal immediately before the turn or lane change. Option B, signal 100 feet before the turn or lane change, even if no other vehicles are around. Option C, signal 100 feet before the turn or lane change, but only when driving in traffic. Option D, any of the above. The correct answer is option B. Signal 100 feet before the turn or lane change, even if no other vehicles are around. Explanation. When slowing down, turning, or changing lanes, you should communicate with other drivers. Signal every time you want to change lanes or turn, even if there are no other vehicles in sight. Question 130. A diamond-shaped sign. Option A, warns of existing or possible hazards. Option B, alerts drivers to school zones. Option C, alerts drivers to public recreation areas. Option D, alerts drivers to upcoming food and gas locations. The correct answer is option A. Warns of existing or possible hazards. Explanation. Diamond-shaped signs warn drivers of existing or potential driving hazards. You will usually see these signs in yellow or orange. Question 131. Drivers may not park within blank of a fire hydrant. Option A, 40 feet. Option B, 25 feet. Option C, 15 feet. Option D, 20 feet. The correct answer is option C, 15 feet. Explanation. You should not park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. An improperly parked vehicle may cause a crash. Question 132. What does a single dashed white line separating traffic mean? Option A, drivers may pass, even if it could be dangerous. Option B, lanes move in opposite directions. Option C, drivers may not pass. Option D, drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. The correct answer is option D. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. Explanation. White lines separate lanes of traffic that are moving in the same direction. Dashed white lines may be crossed to pass or change lanes, if it is safe to do so. Question 133. When approaching a steady green traffic light, riders should: Option A, continue riding, unless there are vehicles, bicycles, or pedestrians already in the intersection. Option B, stop if a police officer is nearby. Option C, treat the intersection like a four-way stop. Option D, come to a complete stop before proceeding. The correct answer is option A. Continue riding, unless there are vehicles, bicycles, or pedestrians already in the intersection. Explanation. When approaching an intersection controlled by a steady green traffic light, yield to pedestrians, bicycles, and other vehicles still within the intersection. You may continue riding, but should approach the intersection at a speed that will allow you to slow down and stop if the light changes to yellow before you get there. Question 134. A vehicle stopped at a green light may indicate that the driver: Option A, is impaired. Option B, is colorblind. Option C, does not know the rules of the road. Option D, is very patient. The correct answer is option A. Is impaired. Explanation. It is important to observe other drivers' actions and identify clues that a person could be driving impaired. Drivers who have had too much to drink, are sleepy, are on drugs, or are ill can present hazards to other drivers. One sign that a driver may be impaired is that they stop in inappropriate places, such as at green traffic lights. Question 135. The risk of hydroplaning can be reduced by driving. Option A, through shallow water. Option B, more quickly. Option C, more slowly. Option D, through deep water. The correct answer is option C, more slowly. Explanation. Because hydroplaning is caused by driving too quickly in wet conditions, the risk of it happening can be reduced by driving more slowly. Question 136. When entering a turn, a rider should: Option A, speed up. Option B, reduce their speed. Option C, move their shoulders to match the angle of the turn. Option D, sit up as high as possible. The correct answer is option B. Reduce their speed. Explanation. Before entering a turn, a motorcyclist should reduce their speed by closing the throttle and, if necessary, applying both brakes. Question 137. Lanes of traffic moving in the same direction are divided by blank lines. Option A, yellow. Option B, white. Option C, red. Option D, black. The correct answer is option B, white. Explanation. Solid white lines are used to separate lanes traveling in the same direction as well as to mark the right edge of the road. Broken white lines separate lanes traveling in the same direction and may be crossed to pass. Yellow lines separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 138. When uncoupling a trailer, landing gear should be: Option A, raised completely. Option B, lowered halfway. Option C, just off the pavement. Option D, firmly on the ground. The correct answer is option A, raised completely. Explanation. Landing gear, or trailer supports, should always be completely raised before a vehicle is driven. When uncoupling, landing gear should be lowered to make firm contact with the ground. If a trailer is loaded when it is being uncoupled, you should lower the landing gear and turn the crank a few additional times to remove some weight from the trailer. Question 139. When parked on the side of the road, you should: Option A, use only the rear flashing lights. Option B, use one set of turn signals. Option C, use your high beam headlights. Option D, use your four-way flashers. The correct answer is option D. Use your four-way flashers. Explanation. Always turn on your four-way emergency flashers if you must park on the side of the road. This is especially important when traveling at night. Question 140. When making a right turn, you should not: Option A, signal to other drivers. Option B, swing too wide for your lane. Option C, slow down. Option D, move to the far right lane. The correct answer is option C, slow down. Explanation. You should slow down and activate your right turn signal before making a right turn. Be careful not to turn too wide for your lane, as this may interfere with other vehicles. Question 141. In a vehicle with dual parking control valves, once air pressure is lost and the spring brakes come on. Option A, you will be unable to move the vehicle. Option B, a separate air tank can be used to release the spring brakes for a short period of time. Option C, you can use the spring brakes to continue driving normally. Option D, the air tanks will automatically refill to a safe air pressure level. The correct answer is option B. A separate air tank can be used to release the spring brakes for a short period of time. Explanation. In a vehicle with dual parking control valves, there is a separate air tank that can be used to temporarily release the spring brakes if they have been activated due to low air pressure. Pushing in the proper control will release the spring brakes for a short period of time, allowing the driver to move the vehicle in an emergency. Question 142. It is illegal to park within blank of a fire hydrant. Option A, 25 feet. Option B, 15 feet. Option C, 30 feet. Option D, 20 feet. The correct answer is option B, 15 feet. Explanation. It is illegal to park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Question 143. Regulatory signs. Option A, are placed in every location where there is a present danger. Option B, indicate what a driver must or must not do. Option C, are diamond-shaped and yellow or green. Option D, may warn drivers that they are approaching a school zone. The correct answer is option B. Indicate what a driver must or must not do. Explanation. Regulatory signs are often rectangular and white with black markings and are used to indicate what things a driver must or must not do in a designated area. They may display speed limits, prohibit passing or turning, or clarify any other driving regulation. Question 144. A good defensive driver. Option A, drives slowly at all times. Option B, looks out for the actions of other drivers. Option C, travels at a constant speed. Option D, only drives in familiar areas. The correct answer is option B. Looks out for the actions of other drivers. Explanation. Even the most experienced drivers can be distracted while driving. A defensive driver looks out for the actions of other drivers and anticipates potential problems. Question 145. You may use a shared center turn lane. Option A, as a travel lane to pass other vehicles. Option B, to make a left turn onto another street, road, or driveway. Option C, to make a right turn onto another street, road, or highway. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. As a travel lane to pass other vehicles. Explanation. Drivers may use a shared center turn lane only for the purpose of making a left turn onto or from a roadway. A center turn lane is not a travel lane and may not be used for passing. Question 146. Which of the following statements is true? Option A, signal at least 100 feet before changing lanes to pass and ensure there is no oncoming traffic. Option B, use your mirrors and look over your left shoulder to check your blind spot when passing to the left. Option C. When passing, wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option C. When passing, wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Explanation. When passing, you must always signal at least 100 feet in advance of your lane change. Always check behind you in your mirrors and look over your shoulder to check your blind spot. Wait until you can see both headlights of the passed car in your rearview mirror before returning to your original lane. Question 147. Reversible lanes are usually marked with Option A. Single solid white lines. Option B. Double dashed yellow lines. Option C. Single dashed white lines. Option D. Single solid yellow lines. The correct answer is option B. Double dashed yellow lines. Explanation. Some travel lanes are designed to carry traffic in one direction at certain times and in the opposite direction at other times. These lanes are usually marked by double dashed yellow lines. Question 148. At an intersection, a signal showing a green arrow and a red light means Option A. You may safely turn in the direction of the arrow. Option B. Stop, then proceed straight through the intersection. Option C. Stop, even if turning in the direction of the green arrow. Option D. All traffic must turn in the direction of the arrow. The correct answer is option A. You may safely turn in the direction of the arrow. Explanation. A green arrow means that you can safely turn in the direction of the arrow. If other vehicles or pedestrians are already in the intersection, you must yield the right of way before turning. Question 149. You come to an intersection with a flashing red light. You must Option A. Slow down and drive carefully through the intersection. Option B. Turn either right or left, since the road is blocked ahead. Option C. Stop at the intersection and wait for a flashing green light. Option D. Stop at the intersection, then proceed as traffic allows. The correct answer is option C. Stop at the intersection and wait for a flashing green light. Explanation. A flashing red light means that you must come to a full stop and then proceed when the way is clear. Question 150. Motorists should be aware that all bicycles used after dark must have Option A. Reflective handlebar grips. Option B. A front headlight and a red taillight. Option C. White reflectors on the front and rear fenders. Option D. Brake lights. The correct answer is option B. A front headlight and a red taillight. Explanation. A bicycle used at night must have a headlight visible from at least 500 feet ahead and a red taillight visible from at least 300 feet behind. Question 151. Where should you never make a U-turn? Option A. At the crest of a hill. Option B. Near a curve. Option C. Where drivers cannot see you for 500 feet in both directions. Option D. Any of the above. The correct answer is option A. At the crest of a hill. Explanation. Do not make a U-turn at the crest of a hill, near a curve, or in a place where you or other drivers cannot see 500 feet away. You should only make a U-turn when it is safe to do so. Question 152. When your mirrors are properly adjusted, you should see Option A, the lane behind you and the lane next to you. Option B, only behind your motorcycle. Option C, only next to your motorcycle. Option D, the front of your helmet. The correct answer is option A, the lane behind you and the lane next to you. Explanation. Adjust your mirrors so you can see the lane behind you and as much as possible of the lane next to you. When properly adjusted, a mirror may show the edge of your arm or shoulder, but it's the road behind you and to the side of you that is most important. Question 153. Drivers should check their mirrors approximately every Option A, 10 seconds. Option B, 15 seconds. Option C, 30 seconds. Option D, 60 seconds. The correct answer is option A, 10 seconds. Explanation. About every 10 seconds, check your mirrors to see if any vehicle is following too closely. When checking your mirrors, do not take your eyes off the road for more than an instant. The vehicle in front of you could stop suddenly. Question 154. You should signal to turn blank before beginning your turn. Option A, 20 feet. Option B, 50 feet. Option C, 100 feet. Option D, 300 feet. The correct answer is option C, 100 feet. Explanation. When you wish to change lanes or make a turn, signal to inform other motorists of your intention. Signals should be activated at least 100 feet before you make the turn. Continue signaling until you have completed the turn or lane change. Question 155. To help prevent crashes, you should Option A, communicate with other road users. Option B, ignore other drivers on the road. Option C, drive only on side streets and back roads. Option D, avoid driving during rush hour. The correct answer is option A. Communicate with other road users. Explanation. Crashes often happen because one driver does something that other road users are not expecting. You should communicate with other motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians by doing things like signaling when slowing down, stopping, or changing direction. Use your emergency signals or horn when appropriate. Question 156. What should you do with loose objects in your motor vehicle? Option A, place them on the back seat. Option B, put them on the floor near the driver's seat. Option C, secure them to avoid additional driving hazards. Option D, keep them on a back shelf in your vehicle. The correct answer is option D. Keep them on a back shelf in your vehicle. Explanation. Make sure that there are no packages or other objects on the rear shelf or back seat that could injure someone in the event of a sudden start or crash. Make sure there are no objects on the floor that could roll under the brake pedal or accelerator and interfere with your safe driving. Secure all loose objects in the vehicle before driving. Question 157. When slowing for a normal start, you should Option A, use only the rear brake. Option B, use less throttle and apply only the front brake. Option C, shift down through the gears as you slow. Option D, pull in the clutch and coast. The correct answer is option C. Shift down through the gears as you slow. Explanation. You should shift down through the gears with the clutch as you slow or start. When braking, always use both brakes. Question 158. During adverse weather and traffic conditions, or increased driving speeds, keep a following distance of: Option A, 3 seconds. Option B, 4 seconds. Option C, 5 seconds. Option D, 6 or more seconds. The correct answer is option D, 6 or more seconds. Explanation: the more distance between your vehicle and others, the more time you have to react to possible hazards. Keep a following distance of 6 or more seconds during adverse weather and traffic conditions. Question 159. The best way to avoid hydroplaning is to: Option A, keep your tires properly maintained. Option B, slow down when roads are wet or slushy. Option C, watch out for standing water or puddles. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option B, slow down when roads are wet or slushy. Explanation: when roads are wet, cars take a longer distance to stop and may skid on quick turns. Do not use cruise control when driving under wet or icy conditions. Reduce your speed and drive with caution. Question 160. You must stop at a railroad crossing when: Option A, directed to do so by a flagger. Option B, it is controlled by a stop sign. Option C, flashing red signals and gates are present and operating. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A, directed to do so by a flagger. Explanation: you must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger or stop sign. Stop when flashing red signals and gates are present and operating. Question 161. To enter a freeway: Option A, signal, yield to existing traffic, and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Option B, signal and enter the freeway. Freeway traffic must yield. Option C, drive slowly so you can check traffic. Option D, always come to a complete stop first. The correct answer is option A, signal, yield to existing traffic, and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Explanation: when merging into traffic, you should signal and enter at the same speed that traffic is moving. Always yield to other traffic when entering a roadway. Question 162. When participating in a zipper merge near a construction zone, drivers should: Option A, merge as early as possible. Option B, change lanes immediately. Option C, stay in their lane until the point of merge. Option D, force their way into traffic. The correct answer is option C, stay in their lane until the point of merge. Explanation: the driving procedure to follow when you see a lane closed ahead sign is to stay in your initial lane up to the point of merge. You should then take turns with other drivers to safely and smoothly ease into the remaining lane. Question 163. Front wheel braking works: Option A, only on packed snow. Option B, under all conditions. Option C, only if the road is dry. Option D, under most conditions. The correct answer is option B, under all conditions. Explanation: front wheel braking is effective under all road conditions. It is unlikely that you will experience a front wheel skid, even on ice. Question 164. On average, The human body can dispose of the alcohol in a 12-ounce beer in about Option A 1 hour, Option B 1 day, Option C 5 minutes, Option D 5 hours. The correct answer is Option A, 1 hour. Explanation. On average, it takes the body about 1 hour to remove the alcohol content of 12 ounces of beer or wine coolers, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of hard liquor. In a 150-pound male, one of these drinks will raise the blood alcohol content BAC by about 0.02%. The removal of alcohol from the body may be slower in women, resulting in a higher BAC over a longer period of time. Question 165. A driver may park in a space reserved for people with disabilities if the vehicle displays the proper license plates. Option A, regardless of who is in the vehicle. Option B, and only if the driver is disabled. Option C, and is carrying the disabled person named on the registration. Option D, and someone in the driver's immediate family is disabled. The correct answer is Option C, and is carrying the disabled person named on the registration. Explanation. To park in a space reserved for people with disabilities, the vehicle must be in operation to transport the disabled person named on the registration or permit. Question 166. When driving past a row of parked vehicles, you should: Option A, be prepared for a person or vehicle to unexpectedly enter your lane. Option B, expect all other drivers and pedestrians to respect your right-of-way. Option C, honk to alert drivers and pedestrians to your presence. Option D, pass quickly to avoid any pedestrians. The correct answer is Option A. Be prepared for a person or vehicle to unexpectedly enter your lane. Explanation. Keep a space between your vehicle and parked vehicles. A person may step out of a parked vehicle, or out from between the parked vehicles, or a vehicle may start to pull out suddenly. Drive with caution and be alert to the movements of pedestrians and other drivers. Question 167. A red arrow displayed on a traffic light means that: Option A, a driver must proceed slowly through the intersection. Option B, a driver must stop and then proceed when the way is clear. Option C, a driver must stop and then proceed when the signal changes to a green light or green arrow. Option D, a driver may turn in the direction that the red arrow is pointing. The correct answer is Option C. A driver must stop and then proceed when the signal changes to a green light or green arrow. Explanation. Unless a posted sign indicates otherwise, a traffic signal displaying a red arrow means that drivers must come to a full stop and remain stopped until a green light or green arrow appears. Question 168. The trailer hand valve should: Option A, be used for parking. Option B, be used only to test the trailer brakes. Option C, be used together with the brake pedal. Option D, be used on slippery surfaces. The correct answer is Option B. Be used only to test the trailer brakes. Explanation. The trailer hand valve works the trailer brakes but should only be used when testing them. Using it while driving could create a skid. Never use the trailer hand valve while parking because doing so may release the air pressure from the braking system, releasing the brakes that are holding the vehicle in place. Question 169. When approaching a flashing yellow light, drivers should: Option A, increase their speed. Option B, come to a complete stop. Option C, turn on their headlights. Option D, slow down and proceed with caution. The correct answer is option D. Slow down and proceed with caution. Explanation: a flashing yellow light warns of a hazard. Slow down and proceed with caution. Question 170. Who is most likely to be killed in a work zone crash? Option A, bicyclists. Option B, workers and flaggers. Option C, drivers and passengers. Option D, motorcyclists. The correct answer is option C, drivers and passengers. Explanation: drivers and passengers are more likely to be killed in a work zone collision than anyone else. Drive carefully any time you are in a roadwork area. Question 171. Drive below the posted speed limit when: Option A, anything makes conditions less than perfect. Option B, you see a police car. Option C, entering a highway where there are other cars. Option D, you are on a 4-lane road. The correct answer is option A. Anything makes conditions less than perfect. Explanation: when the road is wet or slippery, when you cannot see well, or when anything else makes conditions less than perfect, drive below the posted speed limit. Even if you are driving within the posted speed limit, you can still be ticketed for driving too fast for conditions. Question 172. You must pull over to the edge of the road and allow an emergency vehicle to pass. Option A, regardless of your direction. Option B, only if it is following you. Option C, only if it is approaching you from the opposite direction. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is option C. Only if it is approaching you from the opposite direction. Explanation: you must pull over to the right edge of the road and stop for an emergency vehicle with flashing lights, regardless of whether it is approaching you from behind or from the opposite direction. Question 173. What does a lane use control signal with a flashing yellow X indicate? Option A, the signal is about to change to a red X. Option B, the signal is about to change to a green arrow. Option C, drivers may use this lane only to make a left turn. Option D, drivers may drive slowly in this lane. The correct answer is option C. Drivers may use this lane only to make a left turn. Explanation: lane use control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. When a lane control signal contains a flashing yellow X, drivers may only use that lane to complete a left turn. Question 174. A speed restriction sign. Option A, may be ignored in rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Option B, has a triangular shape. Option C, is blue with black lettering. Option D, shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. The correct answer is option D. Shows a recommended speed for a curve or turn. Explanation: curve and turn warning signs often have attached advisory speed signs that show a recommended driving speed for drivers in the curves and turns. Although a driver may feel comfortable driving at a higher speed in fair weather, they should never do so under rainy, snowy, or icy conditions. Question 175. If your coolant level is found to be low, you should: Option A. Drain the radiator.
Option B. Add more coolant.
Option C. Add engine oil. Option D. Tighten the belts. The correct answer is option C. Add engine oil. Explanation: when inspecting the engine compartment, you should check the oil level, coolant level, and windshield washer fluid level, among other things. In both cold and hot weather, it is important that the engine have enough coolant. Question 176. You can practice driving with a valid learner permit. Option A. Between 12:01 am and 5 am. Option B. Between 9 am and 9 pm. Option C. Between 5 am and 11 pm. Option D. Anytime. The correct answer is option C. Between 5 am and 11 pm. Explanation: a person with a valid learner permit may not drive between 11 o'clock pm and 5 o'clock am. Question 177. Highway and expressway guide signs are: Option A. Orange with black letters. Option B. Green with white letters. Option C. Yellow with black letters. Option D. Red with white letters. The correct answer is option B. Green with white letters. Explanation: highway and expressway guide signs are green with white letters. Question 178. When traveling on a multi-lane roadway with traffic moving in opposite directions, how should drivers use the shared center lane? Option A. To pass other vehicles. Option B. To slow down or stop before turning left. Option C. As a through traffic lane when traffic is moving too slowly. Option D. As a parking lane. The correct answer is option C. As a through traffic lane when traffic is moving too slowly. Explanation: the only time a vehicle should enter the center lane is our point where the vehicle will have time to slow down or stop in order to make a safe left turn maneuver. The center lane should never be used as a passing lane or as a through traffic lane. Question 179. What does a lane use control signal displaying a flashing yellow X above a reversible lane indicate? Option A. The signal is about to change to a red X. Option B. The signal is about to change to a green arrow. Option C. Drivers may use this lane only to turn. Option D. Drivers may drive slowly in this lane. The correct answer is option C. Drivers may use this lane only to turn. Explanation: lane use control signals are used when the direction of the flow of traffic in a specific lane changes throughout the day. They are used to show which lanes of traffic are open and closed, as well as to show if toll booths are open or closed. When a lane control signal contains a flashing yellow X, drivers may only use the indicated lane to complete a left turn. Question 180. At night, it is hardest to see. Option A. Road signs. Option B. Pedestrians. Option C. Other motorists. Option D. Street lights. The correct answer is option B. Pedestrians. Explanation: compared to signs and other roadside objects, pedestrians are hardest to see at night. Question 181. A traffic light displaying a green arrow and a red light means that: Option A, you may only drive straight ahead. Option B, you may drive only in the direction of the green arrow. Option C, you must wait for a solid green light to proceed in any direction. Option D, vehicles moving in any direction must stop. The correct answer is option B. You may drive only in the direction of the green arrow. Explanation. If a green arrow is shown with a red light, you can only drive in the direction of the arrow and only if the intersection is clear. Question 182. The top type of vehicular crash involving 16-year-old drivers in Pennsylvania is: Option A, single vehicle / run off the road. Option B, being sideswiped on an interstate. Option C, driving in reverse on a side street. Option D, driving on the shoulder of a highway. The correct answer is option A. Single vehicle / run off the road. Explanation. The most frequent crash type in which 16-year-old drivers in Pennsylvania are involved is a single vehicle, run off the road crash. From 2009 to 2011, there were 2,293 crashes and 45 people killed. Question 183. The posted speed limit shows: Option A, only a recommended driving speed. Option B, the exact speed at which you must travel to avoid a ticket. Option C, the maximum safe driving speed under ideal road and weather conditions. Option D, the maximum safe driving speed under all road conditions. The correct answer is option C. The maximum safe driving speed under ideal road and weather conditions. Explanation. A speed limit sign shows the maximum legal driving speed for the stretch of highway where it is posted. Driving safely may require you to travel more slowly than the posted limit. When conditions are less than ideal, drivers should slow down. Question 184. You should never park a vehicle. Option A, within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Option B, within 20 feet of a crosswalk. Option C, within 30 feet of any flashing signal located on the side of a roadway. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option A. Within 50 feet of a railroad crossing. Explanation. Locations where it is prohibited to park include within 50 feet of a railroad crossing, within 20 feet of a crosswalk at an intersection, and within 30 feet of a signal light, stop sign, or flashing beacon on the side of the roadway. Question 185. When should you turn off your turn signal? Option A, before beginning a turn. Option B, in the middle of completing a turn. Option C, after completing a turn. Option D, if there is no traffic surrounding you. The correct answer is option A. Before beginning a turn. Explanation. Activate your turn signal prior to beginning a turn to alert surrounding drivers to your intentions. Complete the turn and then turn off your signal. Question 186. Emergency vehicles. Option A, have the right of way when using sirens, horns, and slash or flashing lights. Option B, may use a loudspeaker to give instructions. Option C, may follow each other. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option C. May follow each other. Explanation. You must yield the right of way to police cars, fire engines, ambulances, or any other emergency vehicles using a siren, or air horn and a red or blue flashing light. Follow any instructions given over the emergency vehicle's loudspeakers. Emergency vehicles often follow each other, so you should proceed only when you are certain the way is clear. Question 187. When a curb is painted blank, it indicates that drivers may park in the indicated area for only a specified amount of time. Option A, yellow. Option B, green. Option C, white. Option D, red. The correct answer is option B, green. Explanation. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted green, it indicates that drivers may park in the area for a limited amount of time, often specified by a nearby sign. Question 188. Reversible lanes are indicated by Option A, double broken yellow lines. Option B, double solid white lines. Option C, double solid yellow lines. Option D, a single solid yellow line. The correct answer is option A, double broken yellow lines. Explanation. Some travel lanes are designed to carry traffic in one direction at certain times, then in the opposite direction at other times. These lanes are separated by a barrier or marked by double broken yellow lines. Question 189. After a train has passed, you should Option A, cross the tracks immediately. Option B, check for another train before proceeding across the tracks. Option C, assume no other trains are nearby. Option D, slowly creep across the tracks. The correct answer is option B. Check for another train before proceeding across the tracks. Explanation. After a train has passed in front of your bus, you should check the tracks for another train coming from either direction before you proceed. A second train could be approaching on a second set of tracks at the same crossing. Question 190. Drinking coffee after drinking alcohol. Option A, decreases blood alcohol concentration. Option B, cancels the effect of the alcohol. Option C, has no effect on blood alcohol concentration. Option D, increases blood alcohol concentration. The correct answer is option C, has no effect on blood alcohol concentration. Explanation. Drinking coffee will not reduce your blood alcohol concentration BAC. While it may help you to stay awake, it cannot change your BAC or make you sober. Question 191. In which of the following situations is passing always forbidden? Option A, the vehicle ahead is making a left turn. Option B, you are on a one-way street which has two lanes. Option C, the vehicle ahead is stopped for a pedestrian in a crosswalk. Option D, the vehicle ahead is going to park parallel to the curb. The correct answer is option C. The vehicle ahead is stopped for a pedestrian in a crosswalk. Explanation. You must never pass a vehicle that has stopped at a crosswalk to allow a pedestrian to go across. Question 192. Lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions are divided by blank lines. Option A, white. Option B, red. Option C, black. Option D, yellow. The correct answer is option D, yellow. Explanation. Yellow lines are used to divide traffic moving in opposite directions. Question 193. When approaching a curve in the road, you should reduce your speed. Option A, only if you feel like it. Option B, if you feel unsafe. Option C, before you enter the curve. Option D, once you are halfway through the curve. The correct answer is option C, before you enter the curve. Explanation. Always slow down near a curve or in any area where you cannot see clearly ahead. Reduce your speed before you enter a curve in the road so you do not have to brake in the curve. Braking in a curve can cause a skid. Question 194. When is it permissible to text while driving? Option A, at any time when the driver is under age 18. Option B, at any time when the driver is age 18 or older. Option C, if the driver can send a text without looking at their phone. Option D, only in emergencies. The correct answer is option C, if the driver can send a text without looking at their phone. Explanation. Drivers may not use a cell or mobile telephone for text messaging while driving, unless it is in an emergency. Looking away from the road for any amount of time increases the possibility of a collision. Question 195. In general, you should pass vehicles that are traveling in the same direction as you. Option A, on their right. Option B, on their left. Option C, only if the other driver signals that it is safe. Option D, whenever you have the opportunity to do so. The correct answer is option B, on their left. Explanation. In general, the left lane is used for passing. Only pass when it is safe and legal to do so. Question 196. This road sign indicates. Option A, the maximum safe speed for a residential area. Option B, the maximum safe speed for an expressway exit. Option C, the maximum safe speed for an expressway entrance. Option D, the maximum safe speed for a work zone. The correct answer is option B, the maximum safe speed for an expressway exit. Explanation. This advisory speed sign indicates the maximum safe speed for a highway exit in this example, 30 miles per hour. Question 197. On a road which has no sidewalks, a pedestrian should walk on the Option A, side of the road which has the lightest traffic. Option B, same side of the road on which traffic is moving. Option C, side of the road facing oncoming traffic. Option D, side of the road which has the heaviest traffic. The correct answer is option C, side of the road facing oncoming traffic. Explanation. Pedestrians should walk on the side of the road facing the traffic in the lane nearest them. Question 198. When is it illegal to drive below the speed limit? Option A, when driving slowly disrupts the normal flow of traffic. Option B, when in heavy traffic in a construction zone. Option C, only when driving in rural areas. Option D, when driving under adverse weather conditions. The correct answer is option A, when driving slowly disrupts the normal flow of traffic. Explanation. It is illegal to drive so slowly that you disrupt the normal flow of traffic. You may receive a citation for driving too slowly. Question 199. You are stopped at a railroad crossing where a train has just passed. You should Option A. Look and listen for another approaching train, then cross the tracks if they are clear. Option B. Assume no other trains are approaching. Option C. Quickly start to cross the tracks. Option D. Wait 20 seconds before crossing the tracks. The correct answer is option A. Look and listen for another approaching train, then cross the tracks if they are clear. Explanation. When the last car of a train passes through a railroad crossing where you are waiting, do not proceed until you are sure no train is coming on another track from either direction. After you are certain the tracks are clear, you may cross. Question 200. A red traffic signal light means that you must. Option A. Stop at the stop line. Option B. Stop before entering any crosswalk. Option C. Stop before entering the intersection. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option C. Stop before entering the intersection. Explanation. A red traffic light means that you must start before entering the intersection. You must at any start line and before entering any crosswalk